to video 3 here. Sorry I had to dump out of the last one so quickly, but again, just was running out of time. So let's go back to where we were and try to pick up where we left off. At that point, we had laid down the main audio track, which included my narration track, a soundbite here, another narration track, or again, it could be a stand-up bridge or anything here. Let's shrink that timeline down a little bit so we can see all the clips. And then yet another soundbite, and then again, this could be a stand-up close. Usually you only have one stand-up per package, so it can go either in the middle, which is the more common area, or it could go at the end. Either one would work just fine. All right, so now that we have that laid down, let's go ahead. We have the kind of the foundation for the house, if you will, and now we can start putting up the siding and maybe even the roof here to wrap things up. Okay, let's dig around here in the Surgical Tech clip here. We'll just double click on it and we'll take a look and see if there's something here. Well, that's a fancy clip. We're using a dolly there. Typically you wouldn't use a dolly for a news piece, but what the heck, we've got it here. So let's go ahead and maybe we'll get it coming back the other way. We'll go ahead and set an in point there and let it go for a little bit longer, and we'll stop right there. Okay, and we'll go ahead and drop that piece in, and maybe we'll actually bring both of the Surge Tech clips up. I'm going to go ahead and preview this one too, because I think we've got, and this is a good one to take a look at, because we've got
so with this hand here you left hand.
Excuse me, we've got to get the volume right on the output here. So I want you to hear a little of that sound, because you'll notice here I'm shooting kind of freehand. Normally I would advise you to shoot with the camera on the tripod at all times, and but in this case, because they're moving things around so quickly, I had to just kind of shoot this all off my shoulder. And so, but still, I'm trying to get close-up shots, in wide shots. So as you're shooting something, think parts of the whole. So I've got a shot now of her, a two-shot, and we got a kind of a wide shot there. So just vary your focal lengths as you're going through this process. And you notice that the one person stepped out of the shot, so I cannot use this shot now, because this individual, the instructor, left the shot, and if I'm going to match it up with my other shot, he cannot be in the picture. So I'm going to have to go with something a little different. Okay, so I've got a nice shot here of hands reaching for instruments. I've got a nice close-up of someone's mask. And again, we want those close-ups. All right, so this is working for me. And so again, we try to shoot a variety of shots, and there again, another close-up. So try to follow that rule of 50% close-ups, 50% wide shots, and shoot parts of the whole. I didn't just shoot one wide shot of this procedure. I shot multiple shots from different, slightly different angles, and certainly different focal lengths. And again, got to have a cutaway shot of the people watching it. So I've got a lot I can edit to and from with this just simple little sequence that I shot primarily off my shoulder here. So I'm going to go ahead and just cut out this part that I don't need. I'll start with the instruments on the tray here. We'll set an in point there and move it along. Actually, we'll go ahead and move up that in point, because that's there we go. Get the focus, and then we'll just go from there. Okay, we'll get that shot, and we'll grab a few more here in our preview window. Good. All right, and let's move it on down here. Just make sure I've got enough here to cover it. And I'm sure we've got more than enough here. Awesome. All right, so we'll get our 3-shot here, and then we'll put an out point. So I've got a lot I can edit to and from here. All right, great. Okay, so with that in mind, I'll grab both of these clips, and again, it's probably going to want both of these being dragged onto the timeline for some dumb reason, but anyway, if that's the way it wants to play, that's the way it's going to be here. So let's go ahead and we'll grab both of those shots, the Surge Tech shots. drag them onto the timeline. And we'll have to find another track for them, and then automatically we'll go to that. And again, I got to shrink down my timeline because I've got a couple clips here, and it should be just the clips that I asked for. And I have to make an edit decision here, though. What shot do I want to open on? That's a pretty strong shot right there, but maybe I want more of an establishing shot first. Let's take a look here. So I think I probably want an establishing shot here. So I'll actually probably go with something like this. Even though, again, you probably wouldn't do something this fancy with for an ENG piece or an electronic news gathering piece. But we'll go ahead and just start with it because I just happen to have it. And we'll bring it in about right there. And we've got some natural sound here to start with. So I can hop around and I can bring that first clip of video and audio, swing it over here. Okay, so it goes pretty well along. You can hear, I'll turn up the sound so you can hear how it works together with what I'm doing.
It may look like an operating room, but it's a class.
I probably don't need quite that much natural sound, but I'll deal with that later. And now let's see what else we've got here. It's not a bad shot right there. Just pull that down.
It may look like an operating room, but it's...
If you notice, I've got this natural little pause.
It may look like an operating room.
And I'm going to pause right there because and I'm going to probably set up another edit point because I want to edit to the rhythm of the way I'm saying my words. So with that natural pause, I'm going to go ahead and now look for another clip that I can bring in here, and that's a pretty good clip. I can go from a wide shot to this relatively close-up shot. So we'll drag that in and see how it goes.
Operating room, but it's a classroom where students at Northern Michigan University.
Okay, and I'll probably want to get out of that shot. I don't need to be on it forever. Gonna show them something a little more interesting. And there's my shot that I want to use right here. And I'll go ahead and use my razor tool because I want to use the first part of that, but I'm going to lose the rest of it here. So there's the razor cut. I'll take that out.
Michigan University.
And here again, I'm going to try to edit to another pause. Here we go.
Operating room, but it's a classroom where students at Northern Michigan University.
And after university, there's a brief pause, and I'm going to go ahead and just cut that. And now I'll just go back to my selection tool, chop that out of there, see you later, and I'll just drag this over, and that'll get me well into my soundbite here, pretty close anyway.
We're pursuing a 2-year degree for surgical technician. The Surg Tech degree is one of 5 certificate or associate's degree.
And we'll go ahead now, and now you saw me
Pursuing a
zoom out.
for surgical technician. The Surg Tech degree.
And now I'm going to have to edit, obviously, there because I've got a little shaky video. I've got to take that out. So again, I'll just go ahead and use my friendly neighborhood razor tool, and there we go.
Tech degree is one of 5 certificate or associate.
And then we'll go ahead and cut another one here. Excuse me for the sniffles. And then I can take this little part out, delete that, slide this over. And by golly, we're on our way here. Let's take a look and see what we've got.
It may look like an operating room, but it's a classroom where students at Northern Michigan University are pursuing a 2-year degree for surgical technician. The Surg Tech degree is one of 5 certificate or associate's degree programs offered in the Clinical Sciences Department at NMU. According to Department Head Linda
And in the interest of time here, I think I'm just going to go ahead and leave that clip, even though it's probably there a little long. I probably normally would just get another clip in there. But fortunately, let's see, I think I've got a shot of Linda Riepe, and this is a little rule. Let's see. If I've got it or not. Maybe I don't have it. Maybe I'll have to go fishing for it. Alright, let's go fishing. I'll have to go grab that clip and then we'll pick that up. But we've got a really nice start here, as you can see, with our B-roll. and then we'll build out the rest of this, and then we'll finish it, export it, and upload it to YouTube. All right? Thanks.